My dad does X-rays, so like all my friends, like whenever they themselves up, we just go to the back, and he goes, "Oh yeah, let's do it."
Damn, you guys got the hospital hookup.
But he always does that where like he like with all my friends, like he'll X-ray their arm, and then he'll come out and go like, he's like, "You gotta get circumcised." Sorry.
Buddy of mine, just to start things off, just recently told me that he's actually, you know, it's like your parents get divorced, and it's like, oh, it's my fault. That's the meme, right?
Yeah.
No, it was his fault. He literally told his mom that his dad was cheating on her. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Which is wild.
But it was true.
It was true.
So he was the rat.
He was the rat, and then he literally demoed his own life.
How did he catch it though?
So he caught his dad like communicating with this woman on his computer.
And he was watching.
Oh, his own computer. What
Yeah, on
is
his own computer. I know.
It's kinda
And they're
dumb.
like exchanging emails and shit like that, and he saw it, and then he told the mom.
And they got divorced and
Divorced, the
Done.
whole jam. Yep.
oh my god.
Did it ruin him and his dad's relationship?
No, ultimately they reconciled, but obviously his dad was pissed at him at first.
Did he regret doing it? Did he regret it? Well, he's like, man, I shouldn't have done it. Maybe we could have worked it out, but no. He was like,
I think
Should have kept his mouth shut.
I think just to cope, he's like, just he's glad it worked out the way it worked out because he's only on this timeline. I can't do second chances.
Right.
But yeah, it was pretty. He definitely, because I did that thing where I'm like, it's your fault, and he was like, no, it was my fault. And I was like, oh.
Would any of you?
Balls, and he's like, no, it wasn't my fault.
Would any of you have done it differently?
That's a hard thing to keep to yourself.
If I liked my mom more than my dad, I'd rat him out.
Yeah, I think I would too.
But if I liked my dad too, I'd be so conflicted because I'd just be like, fuck, well, she does have the right to know.
That's the tough part for
I
me.
wouldn't
You
say
know?
shit.
Really?
I wouldn't say shit. You know why? Because like there's no telling, and I learned this the hard way. There's no telling who has what score on each other. So like if I caught my dad doing shit, my mom, who knows, she might use that on him, and then she'll be able to keep whatever she did a secret forever.
Wow.
And now I'll never know, and I'll always think only my dad fucked up.
Oh wow.
So I have no clue. Like who knows who's doing what?
That's really true.
That's smart. You just don't know where the score is at. You don't know where the needle's at.
if I was in that situation, I know that this is an adult matter, and I'm just an observer. I shouldn't even be a part of this. Like, they gotta figure that shit out as adults.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't want to affect that.
To serve my dad like papers and like just divorce.
Server dead papers. Okay.
Cause like we were already moved out.
Yeah.
He hasn't been around for a couple years, and I said, why are we gonna continue?
Charade.
Yeah, just cut it out. Change your last name. Go through the process. We need to sever ties. And I think she was just like, well, he did say in his letter that he's gonna go handle his shit and he's gonna come back. I'm like, nah, like that's stupid. Like, to me, there's no point. There's no communication. But
Is your old man the Jitsukawa?
no, that's a new name.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mitsuhara. Mo Mitsuhara.
I wouldn't snitch. I would just tell my dad, look, Dad, I'll keep it a secret as long as you keep buying me shit.
So you would extort your father.
That's actually the better move. That's the better thing.
And then if he says something crazy to me or something awful, I'm be like, well, time's up, buddy. Time to get divorced.
That's a businessman. You gotta be like, all right, Dad. So I want to go to this summer camp.
Yep.
It's a surf school. I'm gonna ask Mom, and you're gonna be there to fucking back me up.
Yep. That's how I would have gone about it.
If not, your life gets blown up. That's all.
My dad was cheating on my mom,
Oh, shit.
but he ended up with the person he was cheating. Oh, really? Yeah, they stayed together.
Whoa.
And then
Happy ending.
Wait a minute.
the daughter of the lady that he cheated on with, she let me play with her titties. That was
Hey,
really
that's
cool.
tight.
Yeah.
Well, she came out on top.
Spend the rest of this article talking about that.
We were around it. No, she was older than me. I think she was like 2 years older. And then my dad would go over to her house we were like in elementary school or something.
She had titties?
Yeah. Well, she was like 5th or 6th grade.
I was had the heavy ones though.
Yeah. And then, we would go over, and he's like a music teacher, so he would teach her piano, and then when it was her mom's turn, like we would just go play, and then yeah,
My kind of play.
yeah, and then one thing led to another, and I'm feeling up on her boobs, and we're just in the closet. Yeah.
One thing led to another. Oh,
That was a great story.
What's she doing while you're feeling up her boob? She's like, oh.
She's yawning.
yeah. What is her reaction
She's
to
like,
it?
I don't know, but I remember during that time, a lot of girls would let me feel up their boobies because.
Dang, dude. You're the boob guy.
You're just a weird kid.
But I remember kids would always flash me too. Like it was a funny thing. Like you just get out of the pool and then flash each other.
Oh, it wasn't a sexual thing. It was just like, here, touch my boob.
It's not sexual. Yeah.
But I think it's like curiosity, and then like I don't know, like you're just playing around.
But then, how did your mom find out again?
Well, this is way more in the future. This is like, maybe like 5 years plus after, I was 14 or 13. And then at this point, I was already a raver. Like, I was out with my buddy Eddie. Like,
Makes it sound like a job, like you full time, like long
I'll
short.
clock it in there. Yeah.
I'm already union at that
I
point.
got it. I made union.
I think by this time though, there was already like a lot of turmoil in the house. Like, and then one day I came back from a rave at like fucking 8 in the morning.
With your lunch pail.
The graveyard shift.
Exhausted.
14 years
like,
old.
My mom's getting ready to go to work, and me and my friends are just like fucking cracked out. And then she goes like, your father hasn't been here for like at least 2 weeks. And I'm all like, I haven't been here for at least 2 weeks. And then so she's like, I don't think he's coming back. And I'm like, fuck, well, I didn't even notice he's been gone.
Dang.
But I think by that time I was so drugged out and like the house was all fucked up. Like I didn't know. Like I didn't, I was barely home. Like I was unaware of what was happening. And then I think like she told me he was staying at some girl's place, and then like she heard some rumors a couple years later. And then I guess the stories were like, oh yeah, he was embarrassed because he was I guess like cheating and shit. Yeah, he needed to make up this story of like, I have to focus on my craft and I have to go out there and hustle hard so I could make it for the family.
Dang.
Yeah,
Totally, but
Shit happens, man. Fuck.
I know.
So she just like, oh wow. But if you had known before her, would you have told her?
Maybe, because during that time I really didn't like my dad.
Oh, so you were
So,
more
like-
siding with
Yeah, I think there was a time when like I really like growing up, right? Like it's like your dad takes you everywhere, you guys have fun, he takes you fishing, you have a lot of fun, right? And then like I was already getting into that age of like rebellious teenager. And then like, I think the older I got, the more I get beat up too. Cause it's like he doesn't have patience. I'm not a cute kid no more, so he can fuck me up easier. And then like, yeah, and then every time I just avoided talking, cause when you're like every single time we had a conversation, it gets into an argument, and then chairs are being thrown, and I'm running out the house, and like issues, right? So I just avoided him. So by that time, I think I had like hate. It's not even like I want to protect this dude, or I'd be like, yeah, all right, here's an out. Like he's cheating. Let's get the fuck out of here. It was like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's different. Yeah. For sure.
So when he left, it was more of a relief of like, oh fuck yeah, this demon's gone. Yeah.
you don't have to worry about him just randomly coming home.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, oh fuck, I better leave the house, cause like if we start talking or like I don't know. And by that time, we're not like eating dinner as a family. We're not interacting. Like there's none of that. Yeah, it's just out of nowhere. This fool's mad and he's already punching me. So it's like I wanted to get away.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Here's a really funny scenario for you, Subin. Let's say that your mom starts dating a nude dude,
Yeah.
and he's really not nude.
Oh.
He's really hung. He's got a big dick.
No, she starts dating a new guy,
Big dick.
and it turns out this guy's really, really great. It's like a really great dude. He's got a lot of money, takes care of your mom. They're awesome together. He's really nice to you. You just love everything about this guy. You find out that your mom cheats on him. Whoa. Do you tell him?
Nope.
anything?
Let it be. But I'm gonna be like, Mom, grab some more money out of him.
money out of him.
And mom, make sure he buys you this, take care of you. You do what you gotta do. You gotta live life. You had a hard life back in the day. So
But what
you
if it was
enjoy
your biological father?
that she was cheating on?
Yeah.
That's harder. What's up, guys? If you do not know, we have a Patreon. I want you to click in our description and go over there and check out all the beautiful stuff we have for you. It's super duper access for only our super duper exclusive lovers like yourselves. You're gonna be getting one never been released director's cut every week. But not only that, you get another fresh, too hot for YouTube video.
We say some crazy shit on there.
2 videos a week. But not only that, you get to join our Discord and come chat with us, direct access. We're in there, the whole Careful Boys in there, jumping in, dogpiling on people, laughing, playing, joking, whatever. And you can come talk to us directly.
So if you like what we do and what we've been doing for the past 10 years, please support our Patreon and click the link below to get all the details.
There's so many different tiers. You can see it when you click that.
That's a little hard. Yeah. Because it's different now because I don't know what my dad was really like as I got older too, you know? So I don't have no idea. What would I have done? Oh, I would have told my mom secretly, stop this now before it gets worse.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna let it be, but I'm gonna be like, yo, can I get $200? I gotta go out.
What about the other way? What about if it was your dad cheating on your mom?
Same thing, I would have asked for $300 first.
It gets higher.
Extort your parents.
No, I would be like, $300.
I love how he goes,
Get what you want, man.
this is a perfect time during a crisis to ask for some 300.
Because that's what it was. Before I asked my parents for anything, I checked their mood. Because after work, we did swap meet businesses.
Yeah,
So
they're mad.
yeah, so after swap meet businesses, if we did great, they're happy. They're going shopping, they're going eat to eat. And then I'm gonna go like, hey mom, dad, can I go out to hang out? They're like, yeah, just be back at this time. Like, cool. But if we had a, really bad day of
Bad sales, yeah.
dude, just don't even ask. Stay home, play games, clean the dishes,
Yeah, be good kids.
Yeah, just read a book.
That's true.
Would you leverage for real? Like, let's say you found out your dad was cheating on your mom. Would you actually use that against him to get money?
I would.
He's so straight, dude.
I would straight up be like, yo, dad, I need this much right now because I got this things I gotta take care of, hush money, but also same time, like, you should stop. You should really work.
But dad, you gotta quit.
You should really work on stopping it before this thing gets crazy hectic. Just a heads up.
Because look what's happening. It's costing you now.
And every single time I need money, I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah, if I catch you again, the price doubles.
Why is your son blackmailing you like this? This is embarrassing. Like, quit it now. But I do need that $300 because I'm going out.
Quit in another month.
Whatever it is.
I think I'm too much of a rider for this shit.
You think so?
I do. Because my old man, like, I love my mom, I love my old man too. Like, my dad was weird growing up. Like, he was not around as much, and he was a yelly guy a lot. But, like, I still got enough time with him on the weekend, sometime, like on a Sunday maybe. We went to the comic book store every week, so that was cool. And I just didn't... It's not my right to blow my family up, because I have 3 siblings. So to me, I think I would just, like, hold it.
Yeah. Me too,
Not blow it all up. Because I have an older sister, I have 2 younger brothers. And then it'd just be me blowing it all up because of what? I feel guilty? To me, that's too much.
You know what it is, too? You probably had the same situation as me where, like, there's probably things that my parents chose not to tell me to avoid my life from being hard.
No question.
You know what? I don't think I would have told my dad if my mom was cheating on him. If the person she was cheating on with was cooler, I'd fucking support it and then be like, we need to get the.
What if he made worse music but he was cooler?
Worse music.
Easy trade-off.
No, I would literally help the escape. I would just be like, we need to get away from this fucking terror, and then we need to get with this new guy. Yeah.
Well, you like your stepdad?
My stepdad's cool, but he
nice.
was a menace, dude.
What do you mean?
That's right.
He was abusive. He's a sweetheart now. I mean, it's crazy how like people say like people can't, change after they went through some shit. Man, that motherfucker, he cheated on his wife with her sister.
Whoa.
God.
That's short-sighted thinking right
And ended up fucking marrying her sister. fucking scumbag, absolute scumbag. And then he, you know, also got a divorce with her.
Kind of the dream too.
What a wild wedding, huh?
Beat the fuck out of all of his wives and kids. Fucking scum fucking bag. Wouldn't even lay a finger on my mom. He fucking, he's such a simp for my mom. But he's like, your family gave me a second chance at life. He goes, I was so bad, I didn't even understand like how to control myself. And he goes, now I have no energy for anger. He's like 80 something. He's about to croak, you know?
Yeah. He's like, I can't even fuck those sisters.
What if he was like, but son, your mom's got that glot.
Took the energy right out of me. Took all the hate out of my heart.
Someday you'll meet someone like that yourself.
Your mother's so tight. Come on, bro.
Well, I guess my mom got it like that. I didn't know it was genetic.
1,000, bro. No energy.
No, he's an actual fob. So
Actual fob.
So in his teens, he just looked at a cargo ship that was going to the States, and he said fuck it, and he jumped on the cargo ship, came to the States, and then he just started working, living. He was like an orphan. Just
Where is he from originally?
Japan. Oh shit. Yeah. So he's much older. He's like, he actually was classmates with my uncle. They know each other. And then so in his teens, he was just like, fuck it. So he stowed away on the boat, came to the States. And he says back then it was really easy to get citizenship. And then, you know, he used to work for the U.S. government, did all this stuff. And then, but I think it was a hard life. Like, he didn't have a family, so he was, you know.
Well, he's too busy fucking everyone's family.
I know, right?
Sounds like he did it to himself a little bit.
I like him a lot, and I know he had a past, but
You've always spoken highly about him.
he's never done anything wrong to my mom. He's a sweetheart to my family. And when our family has drama, he wants to be the voice of reason, as if he didn't destroy. He wants to come around and be like, guys, don't do it. You guys have a wonderful family. Stick together. And then everyone's like, you fucked up hard.
But he knows the consequences.
Yeah, but he knows
lived
why.
it.
Imagine like your father-in-law's on a date with your mom, like early days. And she's like, oh yeah, we're talking about drama and stuff. He's like, yeah, I did fuck my wife's sister.
Married her.
Like that.
And then,
that's a
and
good way
then
to start.
fucking
Am I guilty? I'm guilty.
not only that, he married her.
You married her. Yeah, exactly.
But he goes, at least I married her. At least I married her.
I did the right
Okay?
thing.
I loved her.
He kicked out the past sister. He kept the new one, divorced her, beat the fuck out of all of his kids and his wife.
And then
They said peace.
played the Curb Your Enthusiasm song.
As he jumps on a boat. That's pretty epic, yeah.
Japanese dad? Stepdad?
Yeah,
That's
Japanese.
tough. That's
Japanese.
crazy.
But he's like a major dork, man. Like, he knows I ride motorcycles, and then so he sent me a picture of him on a moped.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, you were like, what a dork.
He just looks like a cute little dork. When you see his young pictures, though, he did ride Harleys, and he looked like a douchebag. But now he's just like a little, like, grandpa from Up. He's such a sweet little old dude.
With a hell of a record behind him.
You would have never guessed. He's like, I beat everybody up all the time. And then I'm like, really?
What if he's just faking the funk? He's got his ass beat all the time by his kids, his wife, his kids.
That's why he dipped.
Oh, I totally beat that kid's ass, man.
But that's another thing that I'm like, it's crazy that some people are different people to others. So like the way that I think of this guy is so different from his own kids. And it's like, that's why he's like, I get a second chance with this family. And then he goes, you guys don't see me the way that my own family sees me. And I'm like, yeah, you've been sweet to us. And then in my back of my mind, I'm like, you ever fucking do anything close to what your family, I'll fucking murder you. But you're a great guy.
Hey, when I see my old man with my nieces and nephews, because my old man used to yell at us all the fucking time and yell at my mom all the time. When I see him like being the sweetest guy ever, I'm like, why did I get this fake? Oh, this is so fucking fake. But it's not. I can tell it's not.
yeah.
Like, oh, this is so fake. I'm like, and they're too young for me to say anything, but I'm like, you don't know this man the way I know this man.
Yeah, it's
You don't know all of it.
It's crazy because
He's
like,
a great guy. He really is. But like, you know, they were under a lot of stress, I assume, and pressure and stuff. But
you're the reason why it's authentic. Like they feel the regret of how they treated you, and it's like like Bart's dad. You know?
yeah.
Like they feel the damage of like and how useless it was to be that way. My dad's
my
the same
dad
way.
never laid hands on anybody. At least
My
He was
dad's
just
like super
verbally.
sweet. He's like another up guy.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Where was? And you're like, where was that?
yeah, and then that's the thing. It's like there's less to worry about now. So it's like, yeah, you have nothing left but to be nice.
That's how my dad is now. He's slowly getting.
His dad's hella cool.
Yeah, my dad's hella fun. He's fucking dope.
Shout out to your dad at the ER one time.
Oh yeah,
Got me in the whole ER and got me X-rayed and everything.
yeah. 'Cause my dad does X-rays, so like all my friends, like whenever they fuck themselves up, we just go to the back, and he goes, "Oh yeah, let's do it." And then the doctor checks them out, and they get a full like assessment, everything.
Damn, you guys got the hospital hookup. That's the hospitality.
They can't do it anymore after COVID. The hospitals got stricter, so he can't do that hookup no more.
No, man.
COVID ruined everything.
But he always does that shit where like he like fuck with all my friends. Like he'll X-ray their arm and then he'll come out and go like,
That's so good.
he's like, you gotta get circumcised. Sorry.
It's an arm.
That's so good.
I thought I broke my shoulder, but his dad was just looking at it like, what's wrong with you? You weak? And then I was like, what? And he was just like, there's nothing broken. Like, there's no broken. And I was just like, what the heck? Why is this hurting so much?
He's calling you a bitch, basically.
Saying I was a bitch in the nicest way. I was like, damn, I'll take it.
Oh, man.
He's calling you gay, really. He's what he's
Who
trying to
goes
say.
to the doctor if you're not that injured? That's not.
Stay at home, dude. Walk it off.
It was cool though, man. He said, hurry, put the sling on. Just walk next to me, don't say anything. And I was like, okay. The whole time, slinged up next to him the whole time.
So they don't check for your chart.